We're really connected to the people. These boundaries and these borders are kind of arbitrary. I'm Jorge Gaviria. I'm the founder of Masienda. Masienda is a vertically coordinated, unique supply chain from sort of farm to tortilla. We source, import, and purvey Mexican heirloom corn. We also now make tortillas. Masienda, more than anything, just stands for a connection to food. I just wanted to know where my food came from. I kind of fell in love with the story and the preparation of tortillas and the history. The market in the United States was really lacking, and it really needed improvement. We wanted to celebrate what we felt was an unknown, romantic quality about tortillas, which is that they really take a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of love to make. My first time in Oaxaca, I walked over to a street vendor. It was like fireworks for me. It was the most satisfying piece of food I'd ever had. Understanding that it was a whole supply chain and a whole backbone of farmers that made that flavor possible, I wanted to recreate that over and over and over again. And I wanted to share it. We are privileged to live in a really culturally dynamic city. And we're reminded that there are thousands of possibilities every time we step outside of this office, whether it's down the block or whether it's crossing the border and visiting the folks that we work with. Going down to Oaxaca is invaluable. You have to have a lot of respect for how this ingredient thrives and why it tastes so good. It's not because of the mechanization, it's because of how it's been done for thousands of years. So the less we can interfere with this process, the better. Business is hard enough as it is, and certainly doing it across different cultures and boundaries is hard. Something as fundamental as how do you wire money is still a question that we face every day. Having something grown in a totally different part of the world, not only getting it safely from one place to another, but packing it up in a way that is atypical for commercial agriculture, not using any fumigants or pesticides, no chemicals. That already is a mission in and of itself. So you gotta love it, otherwise it makes it really difficult. We found an opportunity to create an enormous amount of social impact at one end and channel this to a place that would receive it the best, and this was restaurants, without a doubt. Restaurants and chefs particular, were kind of these early adopters that were just so excited to have a product they could work with from scratch, whether it's tamales or whether it's tortillas or little dumplings. I mean, it's amazing how dynamic this ingredient can be, and it continues to blow us away by how many different variations there are. The idea that someone who has been growing this crop for forever and not thought twice about it, its life there, is now seeing this same thing that they produced being celebrated across the world is a really powerful impact that I think that it's really hard to qualify or quantify, but it exists.